Hi guys, so good afternoon and welcome back to my magical world. It's me, Frostbite, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. I don't know if you could actually hear me properly, but yeah, we are going to proceed now. It's 1:58 in the afternoon right now. Today is Sunday and it's September 22, 2024. Okay, so I am trying to fix something from my YouTube, but um, I can't fix it. Maybe I can't fix it alone. I need someone's help, or I don't know. But for now, since we have a lot of chica and rants last time, so now I am basically doing. I mean, we're going back to reading, okay? So, wait lang guys. Charge ko lang yung isang phone. So, I wasn't able to start the page. So, I'm going to redo it. Kasi last time, di ba, dami kong daldal sa inyo. So, we are going to read 42 and 44, 43. 43 guys, and 44 of the book Mastery. Continue lang, so focus on me. I don't know if you could hear the noise at the background, sa background guys. Medyo a little bit loud, but I can't do anything with it. So bear with me. Okay, kaya nyo naman yan guys. Hindi naman siya like, I'm not sure kung anong magiging outcome kasi I don't, sometimes lang I watch my videos, but overall, one take lang to lahat. So you will recognize how far you have been deviated by the depth of your pain and frustrations. You must listen to the message of these frustrations, this pain, and let it guide you as clearly as Fuller's voice guided him. It is a matter of life and death. The way back requires a sacrifice. You cannot have everything in the present. The road to mastery requires patience. You will have to keep your focus on 5 or 10 years down the road. When you will reap the rewards of your efforts, the process of getting there, however, is full of challenges and pleasures. So both you will gain it. Kasi usually gano'n naman talaga eh. Mas masarap kasi yung feeling when you achieve those kind of success. It's fulfilling and kumbaga may yung self-actualization, may process na ganun. So, worth it. Kumbaga worth it. If you have undergone many challenges, obstacles, and yet you still pursue to get what you want and what you deserve, diba? So, may kasama siyang pleasure. Okay? So, make your return to the path a resolution you set for yourself and then tell others about it. It becomes a matter of shame and embarrassment to deviate from this path. In the end, the money and success that truly last come not to those who focus on such things as goals, but rather to those who focus on mastery and fulfilling their life's task. So, meron tayong mga different kind of passion, that sometimes you really cannot tap into your life's purpose or task kasi you have been programmed a little bit different. You are built different actually. That's why it's your job to know, to cater to and to believe in yourself that what you are trying to do is what makes you happy. Okay, so kasi when you're, diba, may sabi nila, yung kapag it doesn't seem like work when you really love what you do, diba? It doesn't feel like it. So, it's just a thing that you do. And most of the time, people who are experiencing this are like, they don't really watch the time. Clock in, clock out. They just do it. Kasi nga, they love what they do. Right? So, we have a topic here, reversal. Yan. Mag-water break muna kayo. So get hydrated. Okay. So some people do not become aware of inclinations or future career paths in their childhood, but instead are made painfully aware of their limitations. So, sobrang sick and psycho. Sick, psycho, and psychotic that the world will live in kasi usually bata pa lang parang pinipigilan na yung progress mo as a human being. Remember, what a certain human what a person can do, you can also do it. So why are some are extremely successful, diba? Because they're doing things differently. So dapat kayo din. And again, we have our uniqueness. Our every individual in this planet has their kind of uniqueness on how they are going to find satisfaction in what they do. Kaya sana kung when you grow up in a very limiting and limited environment, you still pursue persistence, diba? Iba guys yung nagagawa ng persistence, yung determination nyo to blossom in this life. Kaya dapat magkaroon kayo ng enough strength and courage. And if not, I'm sending you more of it. Okay? I'm sending you more strength. You know, just by, if no one believes in you, I'm just here for you guys. So, ayan. Continue na tayo. Ano naman segue natin. So, they are not good at what others seem to find easy or manageable. The idea of a calling in life is alien to them. In some cases, they internalize the judgments and criticisms of others and come to see themselves as essentially deficient. So, ang hirap kasi I know that there are a lot of children that are like this. When in fact, what can we do? What we can do as an adult individual, and you know, you just need to guide them and believe in them and let them pursue what they want in life, diba? So para hindi sila redirect into the wrong path. Like, you know, alam natin blessings ang other things, but diba, lahat ng sobra ay bawal. I'm saying yung mga pinagbabawal if you overdo it. So, if they are not careful, this can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's kind of like when, diba, that's why you really have to be careful when you say a certain word or a thing or two, diba? Kasi you kind of like prophesize it. So, be very careful. Or might as well, let's say, be conscious all of the time. All the time. Ayan. So nobody faced this fate more powerfully than Temple Grandin. In 1950, at the age of 3, she was diagnosed with autism. She had yet to make any progress in learning language, and it was thought that this would remain her condition and that she would need to be institutionalized her entire life. But her mother wanted to try one last option before giving up. She sent Temple to a speech therapist who miraculously slowly managed to teach her language, which allowed her to attend school and begin to learn what other children were learning. Despite the improvement, Temple's future appeared limited at best. Her mind functioned in a different way. She thought in terms of images, not words. In order to learn a word, she had to be able to picture it in her mind. This made it hard to understand abstract words or learn mathematics. She was not also good at socializing with other children, who often made fun of her for her differences. With such learning disabilities, what could she hope to do in life beyond some kind of menial job? To make matters worse, she had an extremely active mind, and without something to concentrate on, she would give in the feelings of intense of intense anxiety. So I hope you're not experiencing this kind of feelings. Yung extreme anxiety, diba? Intense. Whether she felt troubled, Temple instinctively retreated to two activities that were comfortable to her: interacting with animals and building things with her hands. With animals, particularly horses, she had an uncanny ability to sense their feelings and thoughts. She became an expert horseback rider because she tended to think first in images. When it came to making things with her hands, like sewing or woodwork, she could envision the finished product in her mind and then easily put it together. So more of like puzzling or like crafting, diba? Bag, sa utak mo yung end result. More of like the artistic side to. But parang finifigure out mo na lang how you're gonna do it. So at the age of 11, Temple went to visit an aunt who had a ranch in Arizona. There, she realized that she had an even greater sense of empathy for cattle than she did for horses. One day, she watched with particular interest as some of the cattle were placed in a squeeze chute that pressed them on their sides to relax them before their vaccination shots. So, throughout her childhood, Temple had the desire to be held tightly but could not stand being held by an adult. She felt like she had no control in such situation and would panic. So, marami tayong ganitong experience, no? Where it's out of control. We tend to panic. Later on, diba? Hindi naman pala ganun kalala. We just kind of like stress ourselves with it. Diba? Nakakaasar sometimes. Pag yung end result, nakalma ka na, then ma-realize mo, shit, why did I stress myself too much? It's not happened. It's all in your mind. Yung outcome, then hindi naman pala nangyari. That's why you have to not stress on petty things, petty matters, and people that actually don't matter in your life. Right? And situations and circumstances. So she pleaded with her aunt to allow her to put into the squeeze device herself. The aunt agreed. For 30 minutes, Temple gave in to the feeling of pressure she had always dreamt of. Once it was over, she felt an enormous sense of calmness. After that experience, she became obsessed with machine, and several years later managed to build her own primitive version of it that she could use at home. Pero guys, what I'm just trying to say is like, importante din yung pressure. That's how we grow and evolve and become better, best people. Ganon, better or best people. Kasi it kind of like parang parang paano ba? Parang ginigiit or ginigipit ka to become, para pigain yung ano mo, ability. So sometimes kailangan din talaga yun. Okay? So work with grace under pressure. She was obsessed with subject of cattle squeeze chutes and the effect of touch and pressure on autistic children. In order to satisfy her curiosity, she had to develop reading and researching skills. Once she did, she found she had unusually high powers of concentration. She could read for hours on one subject without getting the slightest bit bored. Her research slowly expanded into books on psychology, biology, and science in general. Because of the intellectual skills she had developed, she was admitted into a university. Her horizons were slowly expanding. So, when things actually get good, it gets better, and the expansion is wide range. So, I hope all my viewers, will experience these things. But as a human being, normal naman talaga yan. Like, to Expansions are normal when you are on the right track. Okay, kasi something is growing and blossoming. That's why um, it's expanding, and it's a good feeling, and that you're having like a step forward. Several years later, she found herself pursuing a master's degree in animal sciences of Arizona State University. There, her obsession with cattle resurfaced. She wanted to do a detailed analysis of feedlots and cattle chutes in particular to help understand the behavior responses of the animals. Her professors there could not understand such an interest and told her it was not possible. Never being one to take no for unanswers, she found professors in another department who would sponsor her. She did her study and in the process finally caught a glimpse of her life's task. She was not destined for a life in the university. She was a practical person who liked to build things and yet needed constant mental stimulation. She decided she would carve out her own peculiar path. Starting a freelance, she offered her services to various ranches and feedlots, designing cattle chutes that were much more suited to the animals and more efficient. Slowly, with her visual sense of design and engineering, she taught herself the rudiments of the business. She expanded her services to the designing more humane slaughterhouses and systems for managing farm animals. So, with this career solidly in place, she proceeded to go further. She became a writer. She returned to the university as a professor. She transformed herself into a gifted lecturer on animals and autism. Somehow, she had managed to overcome all of the seemingly insurmountable obstructions in her path and find her way to the lifestyle task that suited her to perfection. That was a perfect um, uh, pursuance of one's unique path, diba? So, at the end of the day, she finally had that um, self-actualization. Tsaka she become a substance itself. Kasi ang dami niyang narating and marami siyang naambag. Diba? And hindi siya basta-basta nag-give up. So, dapat kayo din, guys. Sometimes, I have to remind you that when you're about to give up or, diba, you have options to give up, wag. Kasi, diba, may mga bulag nga dyan or people with disabilities, they are trying their best every day. So, tayo that are healthy and kumpleto naman tayo, diba, wala tayong karapatan mag-complain. Because they don't complain. They accept the circumstances of their lives and just proceed. So, ganun talaga. Just proceed. Okay? So, I know yung mga millennials are good with it. Kahit maraming obstacle along the way. Pero, yung mga recent, yung mga, ang tawag doon, hindi ko alam kung anong generation. Mas, yung diba, ang dami kasi diba, sinasabi ko sa inyo, ang daming suicidal case. So, parang konting problem lang, they take it so hard on their self, which is so crazy. At hindi din natin mabiblame sila kasi nga, yung depression shit that the social media is causing is too much. And yung comparison by, when you live in the Philippines, diba, sobrang toxic ng, it's in the culture actually. Tsaka yung, when you are uneducated, diba, madali kang mag-react and you don't really think, you just parang di ka na nag-iisip. You just say what you want whenever you want it, which is not okay. So, ayan. Haba na ng sermon natin sa inyo. Thank you guys for listening and thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. I'm gonna see you again and hopefully maayos ko na tong channel. Have a sweet and sexy weekend.
postcards from the city. I've been walking downtown every day. Despite this, I always try to fit in. When they consume my head, I hate this feeling.